all you see. Make it all about devotion. You say it like you wanna be.
This is part 4 to what if Shisui had the Rinnegan? And the like goal for this video is 40 likes. If you're wondering why it raised by about 15, it's because I just wanted to get it by an even number, so each part I can just raise it by 10 likes, and it's easier like that. We left off with Sasuke and Naruto beating the village hidden in the clouds. Anyhow, they then approached the sand as they saw a kid about their age, who we know as Gaara of the Sand. As Naruto then activated his Susanoo, as Sasuke said, "Why did you do that, you scaredy cat?" As Naruto said, "No, this guy, he's a tailed beast, or at least a Jinchuriki. I can feel it." Sorry, those are the same thing, but I can feel it, as Sasuke said, "So?" As he was then engulfed in sand, and Gaara then said, "You two look dangerous. I'll take you out easily." Yelling, as Sasuke broke out of it with sheer willpower. This was Gaara trying to use sand coffin on Sasuke, if you didn't realize. As he said, "Naruto, you were right, and watch out, his sand protects him. He has the One Tails," as Naruto nodded his head, as he then Amaterasu'd Gaara, and at this point the sand's speed isn't fast enough to dodge it like in Shippuden, and Gaara is then burnt, as Shikaku then took advantage of Gaara, as he then went on a rampage, as Naruto then subdued him, because every attack he sent, Naruto sent back at him double the force, as Sasuke defeated the ninja who were attacking them, as they then decided that they would head home, as Itachi then radio called them, telling them to kill the Kazekage because their feudal lord forced them to take action, as Naruto and Sasuke said, "We better get a promotion, big brother Itachi, or some big money for this," as they remembered Zabuza saying something about the bingo books, as they remembered that most Kage have bounties unless they immediately became Kage without taking out a strong ninja. And Naruto created 1,000 clones that all used ribcage Susanos, and 100 that used perfect Susanos. As he said, "Sasuke, got any food pills?" As Sasuke gave him some, as Naruto replenished his strength and chakra. As he said, "Let's do this, Sasuke." As Sasuke said, "No, I'll aid your clones and make sure that we decimate this village and make big brother Itachi proud." As he then said, "They think that they can start war with the Leaf village with no consequences, then they're gladly mistaken." As he stormed off with bloodlust, as a bloodthirsty Sasuke proceeded to aiding Naruto's clones in amusement. As Naruto had approached the Kazekage, as he already knew, as he was watching the havoc that Naruto and Sasuke had done to his village. As he then said, "I will make you pay." As he said, "Golden sand trap," as Naruto's legs were engulfed in sand, as he used Susanoo, but Rasa then said golden dust shackles, as Naruto was then chained down. Also, I'm going to say he has something like this, because it would probably be what he used to subdue the One Tails. Then chained down in his Susanoo, as he then said, "Sand? Really?" As Naruto stopped time, as he then strategized, breaking the shackles and getting behind Rasa, as he grabbed him, as his ability then ran out of time, as Naruto had him in a full Nelson, as Rasa then said, "Sand bullets," ripping through Naruto, as Naruto coughed up blood, absorbing the sand, as Naruto then said, "How about this? Stand style, great sand coffin." Excuse me, sorry, I just ate dinner, so I'm burping a lot. As Rasa was caught and Naruto crushed him, grabbing his head as he put it in his ceiling pouch. Walking outside, as he then said, "Sasuke, good job. You really did well. Now let's get home." As Naruto then fell to the ground due to the injuries he sustained from Rasa and due to all of his clones basically popping and dispersing by themselves. Nobody popped them. They dispersed by themselves. And then Sasuke carried him within his ribcage Susanoo as a precaution, as he had sustained some injuries, as well as him being out of chakra as well. They arrived back at the village, being greeted by the Konoha 11, who Kurenai wanted to teach them what ninjas should be, or what ninja look like when they come home from war to rest. But Kurenai didn't know, or come home from war to heal. But Kurenai didn't know why they would be there, as they told him that they're jonin. As Neji said, "Weren't you dead last, Naruto?" As Naruto said, "Yeah, but I surpassed that," as he laughed. As Neji said, "Fight me now," as Naruto said, "Fine," as Sasuke put him down, as Naruto smirked, as he was out of chakra, and coughed up a bit of blood. As Kurenai then said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Naruto then said, "Of course. Don't belittle me," as he could barely hold his perfect Susanoo. As he dropped to the ground, as Sasuke said, "I can do the fight for you. I can do it for you if you want." As Naruto said, "No, I'm fine. I'm just exhausted is all." As Neji kicked him up into the air, as Naruto flew back down on his back. As Naruto said, "If that's the best you can do, then I want a 2v1. You and that boy in the green spandex. I smell potential within him, and I want to see what our generation is capable of." As Lee stepped up, asking if he could use his full strength if he got pressed, Naruto then said, "Of course," as Lee kicked him, as he then got behind him as Naruto caught his palm, swinging him into the ground as he had activated his 3 Tomoe Sharingan. As he then was able to combat both of them, as Lee activated the 4th gate. Immediately then Naruto stopped time as he beat Neji and started fighting Lee, as Lee was much better at taijutsu, as he then realized he couldn't use ninjutsu or taijutsu, ninjutsu or genjutsu. Excuse me. As he had knocked out Neji, as they then started going blow for blow, because Naruto was exhausted and has literal holes pouring blood out of him because of Rasa. It's basically like Sasuke fresh out of fighting Deidara with basically like leaking blood and fighting 4th Gate Lee. As Naruto then said, "I'll end this now," as he then said, "Sand style. Sand hold," as he had absorbed the sand nature released into his arm, which he then noted that his MS can absorb like Kekagen, Kai, and whatnot as well. As he grabbed Lee's leg midair, swinging him into the ground, as Lee then fell back into the 3rd gate, as Naruto said, "It's over," as Lee said, "Not until I prove myself worthy," as he pushed into the 5th gate, but then immediately deformed back into the 3rd. As he then said, or then used dynamic entry on Naruto, activating his 5th gate in the interval between him hitting Naruto's chest, as it fractured his spleen, as he then went back into the 3rd gate once again. As Naruto then said, "You're tough, but you're going to lose," as Lee said, "I will not lose," as he threw a flurry of punches and kicks at Naruto, as Naruto caught his leg in his fist, as he then kicked Lee into the air. As in mid-air, he grabbed his spandex and pulled him, punching him into the ground, as Naruto landed on his legs, as he clenched his spine in pain, which Lee had fractured, as he saw a half-dead Lee, as Naruto then said, "Lee, you're clearly the strongest person in this class, and probably have the most potential. So just give up, and keep training," as Naruto fell to the ground, yelling in pain, as he was losing too much blood, as Sasuke picked him up and Lee up, as Naruto gave Lee a chakra pill, as Lee said, "Do you really think I can surpass Neji?" Naruto then said, "You already have. Probably by 2-fold, if I were to guess. Actually, probably even more," as Sasuke then collapsed, as he had been exhausted as well, as he then got back up, as they were admitted to the hospital, as Naruto, Lee, and Sasuke had all been in the same room because the hospital was full due to war injuries. As they recovered, they formed a bond, telling Lee that they will change this world, and once they do, they will make it so people like you are praised for their skill. Excuse me. Anyhow, this was part 4 to what Shisui had the Rinnegan. Please subscribe, and let's try and get 300 subscribers now. My goal is 1K before January, and the like goal for this video is 40 likes. I want to challenge you a bit and to get more detailed fight scenes and story development. Please consider subscribing, and I hope you liked the script. Comment down below what ifs. Rami X, out.